Good afternoon, Cougar fans, and welcome to River Forest, Illinois for today's conference doubleheader between the visiting Eagles of Edgewood College and the Cougars of Concordia University, Chicago. I'm Parker Kelly coming to you live from the Cougar Sports Network. Let's go ahead and give you a quick rundown of the starting lineups. First for the Eagles, batting first and the designated hitter, number 2, Kyle Sagan. Batting second, playing left field, number 8, Connor Goodwin. Batting third and playing in right field, number 6, Joseph Calafoot. Batting fourth and playing third base, number 15, Kyle Prindle. Batting fifth and in center field, number 14, Cooper Holowinski. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 17, Jacob Carney. Batting seventh and at second base, number 22, Daniel Bentavegna. Batting eighth and catching for the Eagles, number 20, Carson Richter. Batting ninth and the shortstop, number 3, Ryan Ambrosi. And pitching for the Eagles, number 11, Kyle Youngers. And for the Cougars, batting first and playing second base, number 2, Christian Jacob. Batting second and in left field for the Cougars, number 23, Tyler Dorsch. Batting third and playing right field, number 17, Gary Maynard. Batting fourth and at first base, number 10, Michael Kasich. Batting fifth and the designated hitter for CUC, number 25, Caleb Anderson. Batting sixth and at third base, number 52, Tyler Crater. Batting seventh and catching for the Cougars, number 9, Brandon Mahler. Batting eighth and the shortstop, number 29, Jaime Sandoval.
Get excited because it's time to play ball.
Batting ninth and in center field, number 19, Eli Hickman. And pitching for the Cougars, number 35, Weston Stutzman. The head coach for the Eagles in his 23rd season, Al Brsack. And for the Cougars in his 4th season, head coach Colin Connor.
First pitch thrown at 12 o'clock, high noon. Game time temperature, 76 degrees.
And we are underway in River Forest. Batter for the Eagles, number 2, Kyle Sagan. And on the mound for the Cougars, number 35, Weston Stutzman. As that pitch comes close to hitting Sagan, 2-1 count. Another ball off the hand of Stutzman. Beautiful day here in River Forest with a game time temperature of 77 degrees, sunny and just a little partly cloudy as Stutzman is going to walk Sagan.
Batting second, the left fielder, number 8, Connor Goodwin.
Next batter for the Eagles, number 8, Connor Goodwin. Goodwin, the junior out of West Bend, Wisconsin. Went to Slinger High School. One-0 count for Goodwin. That pitch low and inside, ball 2. That pitch right down the middle, strike 1. Stutzman has a record of 3-0 on the year. He's done some nice work for the Cougars from the mound. Another strike off the hand of Stutzman. 2-2 count now for Goodwin. Stutzman, the pitch. A little outside, full count. Swing and a miss from Goodwin. That'll be the first strikeout of the afternoon for Weston Stutzman.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 6, Joseph Califoot.
Next batter for the Eagles, number 6, Joseph Califoot. Califoot, one of the stud players for this Eagles squad, sporting a .406 batting average, which ranks 12th in the NAC. Califoot has started in each of the team's 22 games this season, has been reliable for Edgewood all season long. One count for Califoot. Looks like the umpires are talking a few things over. Catcher for the Cougars, Brandon Maller, going to go have a word with Coach Connor. One out for the Eagles so far. I have a runner on base. Sagan standing over there at first for the Eagles. 1-1 count for Califoot. Now one of the umpires will go have a word with Stutzman on the mound. And play will resume here in River Forest. 1-1 count for Califoot. The pitch. Swings right through that one. Strike 2. That pitch low and outside, ball 2. We're now even at 2. That pitch low and inside. Full count now for Califoot. See, he waits the pitch from Stutzman. And that's going to be another batter walked as Califoot jogs over to first. Sagan will move over to second. And that'll send number 15, Kyle Prindle, the third baseman for the Eagles, up to bat.
Kyle Prindle.
Prindle, the lefty out of Rochester, Minnesota. That pitch. Strike 1 for Stutzman. Looked like it might have been a curveball. That pitch a little outside. We're even at 1. Prindle comes into today with a .362 batting average. He started in 20 games for the Eagles so far this season as he hits that one over the head of the third baseman, Crater. Sagan going to round third and head home, and the Eagles strike first blood here in River Forest.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 14, Cooper Halowinski.
Now Cooper Halowinski up to bat as the Eagles lead the Cougars 1-0 here in the top of the first. Swing and a miss from Halowinski. Eagles 2 runners on base. Califoot standing at second, Prindle at first. As Halowinski swings through that one once again. 0-2 count now for him. Stutzman kicks the pitch. Swing and a miss, a strikeout for Will Stutzman. That's now 2 for him here in the top of the first.
Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 17, Jacob Carney.
Now the first baseman, number 17, Jacob Carney, up to the plate. Good eye right there from Carney as the pitch very low and inside. Now Mahler going to go have a word with Stutzman. On the season, Carney comes in with a .225 batting average, has 16 recorded hits so far, a slugging percentage of .366. The pitch, that's going to tip off the bat of Carney. Foul ball. Stutzman. That one's going to trickle down to first base, and Kasich going to get the final out here in the top of the first.
In the inning, 1 run on 1 hit and 2 left on base. After half inning of play, Eagles.
So the Eagles
Cougars
lead this
back.
one 1-0. We'll be back for the bottom of the first here on the
We want
Cougar
to
Sports
remind all
Network.
fans
And we're back here in River Forest as the bottom of the first gets underway. The Eagles lead this one 1-0.
The second baseman, number 2, Christian Jacob.
And up to bat first for the Cougars, the very versatile Christian Jacob. And pitching for the Eagles, number 11, Kyle Youngers. Youngers, the senior out of Madison, Wisconsin. Pitch goes off the bat of Jacob. Foul ball. Youngers comes in third in the NAC and ERA, 2.1. And a 3-1 record so far in the season as that ball is popped up. Comes close to that Cougar dugout, another foul ball. Oh, 2 count for Jacob. The pitch. Christian Jacob stays alive. Contact made. Once again, going to hit the Cougar dugout. But the catch is made. Looks like that was the first baseman of the Eagles.
Batting second, the left fielder, number 23, Tyler Dorsch.
Now up to bat for the Cougars, number 23, Tyler Dorsch. He swings at that one immediately. That's grounded into short. Dorsch will be out right away. 2 quick outs for the Eagles here in the bottom of the first inning.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 17, Gary Maynard.
Now up to bat for the Cougars, number 17, Gary Maynard. That pitch inside will still be a strike. One count for Maynard. Swing at that one, foul ball. Maynard leads the Cougars in home runs this season. He has 6. Also has a .357 batting average. Solid numbers for the senior. Contact made. That's popped up. Short into right field. And the catch is made by Colafoot. That'll send things to the top of the second. The Eagles lead this one 1-0. We'll be back for more action on the Cougar Sports Network.
for the Eagles. The second baseman, number 22.
And we're back here on the
Daniel
Cougar Sports
Edgewood
Network.
now.
Top of the second. The Eagles lead the Cougars 1-0, and up to bat for the Eagles is Daniel Bentavegna as he hits that one over the head of the shortstop, and it's down. Bentavegna be safe at first. Swung at that one immediately.
The catcher, number 20, Carson Richter.
Next batter for the Eagles, catcher number 20, Karsten Richter. There's a strike right there off the hand of Stutzman. So far, the Eagles, 2 hits on the afternoon out of 5 plate attempts. It's a 400 overall team batting average. The Cougars have yet to record a hit so far here in game number 1. As Richter awaiting the pitch. We'll bunt that one. Stutzman going to toss it on over to first, and that's Kasich with the grab. Out number 1 here for this Cougars defense.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 3, Ryan Ambrosey.
And batting ninth in the batting order for the Eagles, shortstop number 3, Ryan Ambrosey. As that pitch comes close to hitting Ambrosey. Ball 1. One out for the Eagles so far. They have a runner on second. There's another ball off the hand of Stutzman. The pitch. Contact made. That's grounded into first, and Kasich goes upstairs for that one. Get the out at first. However, Bentavegna will advance to third. So runner on third for the Eagles.
Kyle Sagan.
And we're back to the top of the batting order. And number 2, Kyle Sagan, will return to the plate for Edgewood. Is that pitch low and outside? That pitch right down the middle, strike 1. The count even at 1. As Sagan was walked at his first plate appearance. He's now looking to record his first hit of the afternoon. That's another ball from Stutzman. Swing and a miss from Sagan. Stutzman 1 strike away from his 3rd strikeout of the afternoon. The pitch. Just a little outside. Full count now for Sagan. That one will be grounded into short. And Kasich once again.
In the inning, no runs.
So no
one
runs
hit,
for
one left on
the
base.
Eagles in the top of the second. However, they still lead the Cougars 1-0. We'll be back for the bottom of the second here on the Cougar Sports Network. And we're back. Bottom of the second action.
Batting fourth,
Eagles lead
and
Cougars
leading off the bottom of the
1-0
second for the Cougars,
as Michael
First baseman,
Kasich
number
looking
10,
to start things
Michael
off here in the
Kasich.
bottom of the second. And on the mound for Edgewood is Ryan Mixey. That's a strike on his first pitch. Foul ball off the bat of Kasich. The pitch. Went a little outside. Be the first ball of this count. As Kasich going to connect with that one. That one would have been fair. That one might have been gone. But a foul ball. Kasich has also started all 23 games for the Cougars this season, as he'll swing at that one. It'll bounce just beyond that foul line. Another foul ball. Kasich also comes in today, one of the three batters for this Cougars team who's batting over 400. Come in today with a .418 batting average. This is Kasich's 99th at bat this season as well. So swing at that one. Kasich staying alive. Kasich going to connect with that one. That's over the head of the shortstop. And Kasich going to advance to second. Nice hit right there from Michael Kasich. This went over the head of the shortstop, Ambrosy, and hit that back wall over in center field. That's the first hit of the day for the Cougars.
Fifth, the designated hitter, number 25, Caleb Anderson.
And next batter for the Cougars, number 25, Caleb Anderson. He'll be the designated hitter here this afternoon. Anderson doesn't swing at that one. Wise move, as that's a ball off the hand of Mixey. Anderson, the senior out of Plainfield, Illinois. He'll swing at that one. That's popped up into center field, and coming over to make the grab was Connor Goodwin. That's the first out here in the bottom of the second for the Cougars.
Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 52, Tyler Crater.
And making his first plate appearance here in game one, number 52, Tyler Crater. Swings right through that one, and that's a strike for Mixie. Mixie kicks, fires, foul ball. Oh-2 count now for Crater as he awaits the pitch from Mixie. He'll swing at that one. That's popped up into left field. And Goodwin going to make the grab once again. That's now 2 outs for the Cougars. The next batter for the Cougars, number 9, Brandon Mahler. As he'll swing at that one immediately, that's grounded into short. And we're going to head to the top of the third inning. Edgewood still with the lead, 1-0. 1 runner left on base for the Cougars. We'll be back for the top of the third inning here on the Cougar Sports Network. And we're back here, top of the third. Eagles lead this one over the Cougars 1-0. It's a busy day here for CUC athletics as the women's and men's track and field team competing at the Warrior Invitational at Wisconsin Lutheran College. Currently, right now in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The women's lacrosse team taking on Concordia University, Wisconsin. Right now, Cougars lead this one over the Falcons 3-2. The men's lacrosse team will kick off senior day at 3 o'clock as they also take on Concordia University, Wisconsin. The men's tennis team will be at Edgewood for a match at 2 p.m. And, of course, we have this doubleheader going on right now here. Game 1, Cougars and Eagles. As the batter for the Eagles, number 8, Connor Goodwin. Is that pitch inside? 2-0 count for him. The pitch. Low and inside. Now a 3-0 count. Goodwin struck out in his first plate appearance. And now in his second, a 3-1 count for him. Going to be 2 consecutive strikes from Stutzman. The pitch. That one's going to be grounded into second. Jacob's going to toss it on over to Kasich. The Cougars will get out 1.
The right fielder, number 6, Joseph Califoot.
Now Joseph Califoot, the right fielder for the Eagles, will return to the plate. As that's a strike from Stutzman. That pitch, a little high and outside. Ball 1. Stutzman has walked 2 batters today. Califoot was one of them, as he was walked at his first plate appearance. Now 1-2 count for Califoot. The pitch. Low and outside, ball 2. That one is going to be tipped off the bat of Califoot. Stutzman 1 strike away from his 3rd strikeout. Stutzman winds up, fires, and that's his 3rd strikeout here this afternoon. 2 outs for the Eagles here in the top of the 3rd. As number 15, Kyle Prindle, the next batter for Edgewood. Eagles have 2 hits so far in the afternoon. Prindle was one of those Eagles who has recorded a hit, recorded a single in the first inning. There's an 0-2 count for Prindle. Stutzman nods. Gonna fire. That'll be grounded into second, and Jacob not able to corral it. Prindle is safe at first.
What do you think? Hit? Okay.
Now Cooper Halowinski,
Center fielder, number 14, Cooper Halowinski.
who's the center fielder for the Eagles, will be the next batter for Edgewood. Swings right through that one, and that'll be a strike. The pitch. Low. And as Prindle tried to steal second, Mahler tosses it on over to Jacob, who tags him out. And that'll do things for the top of the third. The Eagles lead this one 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the inning. We'll be back for it all on the Cougar Sports Network. And we're back for more action here on the Cougar Sports Network as we enter into the bottom of the third. Eagles lead the Cougars 1-0.
And leading off the bottom of the third for the Cougars, the shortstop, number 29.
And batting eighth here for CUC, number 29, Jaime Sandoval. He's making his first at-bat appearance today. Sandoval doesn't swing at that one. Good eye from him as that pitch is low. Be ball one. And that'll be a first strike here in the bottom of the third for Mixie. Sandoval going to connect with that one. That's deep into center field, and Holowinski get the out. And up to the plate for the Cougars, number 19, Eli Hickman.
The center fielder, number 19, Eli Hickman.
Hickman awaits the pitch from Mixie. It'll be strike one. Just got inside that bottom left corner. That one going to be a ball. The count even at one as Hickman connects with that one. A foul ball. The pitch, low and inside, ball two. As Hickman once again connects, but a foul ball in the same exact spot. Cougars have got off to a sluggish start. As far as hitting is concerned, they're 1 for 8 so far through 3 innings. As that'll be ball number 3 and a full count now for Hickman. Hickman will swing at that one. And it's down. Hickman going to round second and head to third. And that's a triple for Eli Hickman. Cougar fans are on their feet. The second hit of the afternoon for the Cougars comes off of a triple from Eli Hickman.
Second baseman number 2, Christian Jacob.
And now Christian Jacob will return to the plate for that one's grounded into second. And Jacob is going to be safe at first. But Hickman will score. The score is now tied at 1-1. Eli Hickman provided a spark for the Cougars. And Jacob showing off the speed as he's safe at first base. And now Tyler Dorsch, the next batter for the Cougars. The pitch from Mixie. Be just inside. It'll be strike one. Is that pitch a little slower than Mixie's previous pitches? Ball one. As Dorsch awaiting the pitch. They'll swing at that one, but a miss. 1-2 count now for Tyler Dorsch. One out so far for the Cougars. Jacobs standing at first. The pitch. Dorsch going to reach and swing at that one. Foul ball. Now Mixie. Kicks, fires. That one's going to pop up. Goes over the net. Foul ball. Dorsch stays alive. And that pitch will be ball two. We have correction. It's Kyle Youngers on the mound. Dorsch going to swing at that one deep into right field. And Califoot going to make the grab. And now 2 outs for the Cougars here in the bottom of the third.
The right fielder, number 17, Gary Maynard.
And now Gary Maynard returns for his second plate appearance here in game one. The pitch. Maynard will swing at that one right away. Deep into left field. And that's 3 outs for the Cougars. As we head to the top of the fourth, we're now tied at 1 run apiece as we'll return for fourth inning action on the Cougar Sports Network. Cougar fans, be sure to check out our YouTube page at CUC Sports for new digital content, interviews, and broadcasts on the Cougar Sports Network. Now you can become a channel member for $5 a month to receive exclusive access to content and the ability to participate in live chats during the broadcast. Go to our YouTube channel, click CUC Sports, click on the Join button to become a member. And if you don't want to become a member at the time, you can donate to the CUC Athletic Communications Department to continue to improve the broadcast you're watching by clicking the thank button on any video. We sincerely thank you for all your support. As the pitch from Stutzman, a strike, and batting for Edgewood is Cooper Halowinski. That pitch low and outside. Ball 1-1-2 count now for Halowinski. And that's a strikeout for Weston Stutzman, his 4th on the afternoon.
First baseman number 17, Jacob Carney.
Now Jacob Carney will return to the plate for Edgewood. That pitch ball low and outside. Is Carney 0 for 1 today from the plate. And he'll swing at that one, but a miss. 1-1 count now for Carney. So far, Stutzman 4 strikeouts on the afternoon. 3 hits allowed through 3 innings pitched. That pitch will be low and inside. Ball 2. As that one's going to be popped up into left field. And making the grab, number 23, Tyler Dorsch. And that's out number 1 for the Eagles here in the top of the 4th. Out number 2.
Second baseman number 22, Daniel Bentavegna.
Now, Daniel Bentavegna, the second baseman for Edgewood, up to bat. As that pitch hits him immediately, and he'll head to first. So that pitch hit the top of his helmet, and he advanced to first.
Number 20, Carson Richter.
Now Carson Richter, next batter for the Eagles. The pitch, low and inside, ball 1. It's 2 outs for the Eagles, a runner on first. Tied at 1-1. And Richter going to swing at that one. That pitch was outside. Looks like he had to reach for it a little bit. And another strike from Stutzman. 1-2 count facing Richter. Richter thought about swinging at that one, decides not to. The count now even at 2. Swing and a miss and a strikeout from Stutzman. That'll send things to the bottom of the 4th. here in River Forest. We're tied at 1 apiece. We'll be back for the bottom of the 4th here on the Cougar Sports Network. As we're back for more 4th inning action as we enter the bottom of the inning. We're tied at 1 apiece as Michael Kasich up to bat for the Cougars.
First baseman number 10, Michael Kasich.
And pitching for the Eagles still, Kyle Youngers. The pitch. Kasich gonna swing at that one. It's popped up at first base, and that'll be out number 1 for the Cougars. It's first baseman Jacob Carney with the grab. Now the designated hitter, number 25, Caleb Anderson, up to bat for CUC. Swing at that one immediately. Deep into left field. And out 2. Now 2 quick outs for the Cougars here in the bottom of the 4th. Now Tyler Crater,
third baseman number 52,
who's 6th in the
Tyler
batting
Crater.
order, up to bat. Crater will swing at that one immediately. And it's drifting over into left center. And Goodwin once again corrals it. And that'll do it for the bottom of the 4th. 3 quick outs for the Cougars. No runners left on base. As we head to the top of the 5th at 1 apiece. We'll be back for more action on the Cougar Sports Network. as we return for the top of the 5th inning. Things tied at 1 apiece as Stutzman delivers a ball, and the batter for the Eagles is number 3, Ryan Ambrosy. And a strike from Stutzman. Ambrosy thought about swinging at that one. 1-1 count. And that pitch right down the middle. Strike 2. And that's a strikeout once again for Will Stutzman, his 6th of the afternoon, as he struck out Ambrosy. Now Kyle Sagan, the designated hitter for the Eagles, now with his 3rd plate appearance here in game number 1. That pitch low and outside. Stutzman starting to pick up a little bit of heat now. 6 strikeouts on the afternoon. That pitch low and outside, ball 2. And a strike right down the middle. As Sagan tips off of his bat, but still ends up in the glove of Mahler. So 2-2 count. And a foul ball. As that goes over the net. Stutzman kicks, fires. That pitch a little high. Full count now for Sagan. Swing and a miss. 7 strikeouts for Mr. Stutzman. Stutzman really finding his groove here in the top of the 5th. It's the first out for the Eagles. As Connor Goodwin up to bat for Edgewood. Goodwin 0 for 2 from the plate today. Now quick 2-0 count. The pitch. And a 3-0 count. It was a close call on that last pitch. And now Stutzman gonna walk Goodwin. Goodwin will head on over to first. 4 balls from Stutzman.
Right fielder number 6, Joseph Califoot.
Now the right fielder, Joseph Califoot, up to bat for Edgewood. Califoot, the only player on this Eagles team who's batting above a 400 at 406, which, like I said earlier in the broadcast, ranks 12th in the NAC. His teammate Kyle Sagan is close to that 400 mark at 398. And an out. Stutzman throws it on over to first and gets Goodwin out. What an inning defensively for the Cougars as we head to the bottom of the fifth, still tied at 1 apiece. Things are getting interesting here in River Forest. We'll be back for more fifth inning action here on the Cougar Sports Network. And we're back for more fifth inning action as we enter the bottom of the inning. Things tied at 1 apiece, and Brandon Mahler, the catcher for the Cougars, going to kick things off for us here in the bottom of the fifth. And Younger is on the mound for the Eagles. That pitch a little low, will be ball 1. And that off the bat of Mahler will be a foul ball. Things even at 1 for this count. This has been a tightly contested affair so far through 5 innings. Between both of these teams, Edgewood came in today 3rd in the NAC at 13-8, 6-2 in conference play. On the other hand, the Cougars sitting at 8th in the NAC with a 12-11 overall record, 4-4 in the conference. A win today for the Cougars would be huge, as Mahler is going to ground that one into third, and he'll be out. Prindle threw it on over to Carney. Got the out at first base. And now Jaime Sandoval back to the plate for Concordia. He awaits the pitch from Youngers. That pitch low and outside, ball 1. So both teams have recorded only 3 hits so far on the afternoon. Not a whole lot of offense going on here today, at least so far. Now 2-0 count for Sandoval, and that's the first strike from Youngers. Youngers has not recorded a strikeout here in Game 1. He's allowed 3 hits so far. 3-1 count now for Sandoval. That one's going to be popped up. And making the grab was Benta Venga. Now Eli Hickman,
center fielder number 19, Eli Hickman,
who's 9th in the batting order, up to bat for the Cougars. Hickman will swing at that one immediately. It's over the head of the shortstop. It's going to hit the back wall, and Hickman going to head on over to second base. That's now Hickman's second hit of the afternoon. He's 2 for 2 from the plate. And Hickman has been electric from the plate this afternoon. Hickman, one of 3 Cougars to record a hit.
Second baseman number 2,
The other 2 being Christian Jacob, who's now up to bat, and Michael Kasich. Kasich, Jacob, Hickman, the only 3 Cougars to record a hit so far this afternoon. And now Jacob awaiting the pitch from Youngers. That pitch low and outside. Ball 1. Close call, but it'll be a ball 2. Jacob awaiting the pitch. Youngers winds up, fires. Jacob going to swing at that one. It's going to go over the net. Foul ball. So 2 outs for the Cougars here in the bottom of the 5th. 1 runner at second. And Jacob up to bat. The pitch. It's going to hit Jacob, knock his helmet off. So we get a couple oohs and ahs from the crowd. Jacob appears to be fine. And Jacob will head over to first base. That was a scary sight if you were a CUC fan. Great toughness right there from Jacob. And that's the first batter walked for Youngers.
Now batting the left fielder, number 23, Tyler Dorsch.
Now Tyler Dorsch up to bat for CUC. 2 runners on base for the Cougars here in the bottom of the 5th. See what Dorsch can do from the plate. You're going to swing at that one. That's through the gap. Hickman going to round third, try to head home. And he's out. Nice play right there from the catcher of the Eagles. Carson Richter going to tag Hickman out as he tried to head home. We're tied at 1 apiece as we head to the top of the 6th. We'll be back for more action on the Cougar Sports Network.
For the Eagles, right
And next batter for the Eagles will be number 6, Joseph Califoot. as we are back for the top of the 6th inning, tied at 1 run apiece. Stutzman on the mound for the Cougars. He'll swing at that one right away. That's grounded into second, and they'll toss it on over to Kasich, who will get him out at first. So a quick out already for the Eagles.
Third baseman number 15.
And the third baseman, number 15, Kyle Prindle, up to bat for Edgewood. And that'll be a strike from Weston Stutzman. Stutzman, 7 strikeouts on the afternoon, only 3 hits allowed. And another strike from him. A quick 0-2 count now for Prindle. The pitch. That one's hit away, and it's down in between right in center field. Prindle going to round second, and he'll advance to third, and he's out. Wow. For a second, it looked like he was going to be safe. What a throw. I believe that was Hickman who threw it on over to Crater at third. What a defensive stand right there from the Cougars.
Center fielder number 14, Cooper Halowinski.
As Cooper Halowinski, the new batter for the Eagles. And a swing and a miss. This Cougars defense really standing tall.
Kayla, did that go 8-5 or was there a
And another strike.
8-4-5?
As Halowinski tried to bunt that one. Goes right past his bat and into the glove of Mahler. Stutzman. That one's grounded into short. And that's 3 outs. Stutzman getting the crowd riled up here in River Forest. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Tied at 1 run apiece. We'll be back for more action on the Cougar Sports Network. We're back for the bottom of the 6th inning, tied at 1 run apiece.
Number 3 batter leads off the bottom of the 6th for the Cougars. Right fielder number 17
is the right fielder number 17, Gary Maynard. The batter for the Cougars. Still on the mound for the Eagles, Kyle Youngers. Youngers kicks, fires. Be high, ball number 1. And that pitch low. A little low and inside, ball 2. Good eye right there from Maynard. And a quick 3-0 count. Maynard being patient waiting just for the right pitch. And that's going to be a walk. Gary Maynard jog on over to first base, as that's now, I believe that's Younger's first walk. First batter walked this afternoon. And now Michael Kasich going to return to the plate for CUC. As I mentioned, Kasich, one of 3 Cougars to record a hit here this afternoon. He's 1 for 2 from the plate. The pitch. And a foul ball off the bat of Kasich. The pitch. Just a little outside. 1-1 count now for Kasich. No outs, 1 runner on base. He'll swing at that one. Foul ball. One-two count now for Kasich. Youngers. Looks like a foul ball. Kasich gonna stay alive. As Carson Richter head to the mound, have a word with Youngers. Umpires talk some things over as well. So no outs for the Cougars here in the bottom of the 6th. 1 runner on base as Gary Maynard standing at first. And Kasich now faces a 1-2 count. The Cougars' hitting percentage has gone up slightly. So now 5 of 19, .263 batting average for the team. Kasich gonna swing at that one. That's popped up to first. And making the grab was Carney. So that's the first out here in the bottom of the 6th for the Cougars.
Designated hitter number 25, Caleb
Now the designated
Anderson.
hitter, number 25, Caleb Anderson, returns to the plate for Concordia. The lefty awaits the pitch from Youngers. He'll connect with that one. That's over the head of the first baseman, and Anderson with his first hit of the afternoon. He's safe at first while Maynard advances to third. Caleb Anderson making his presence felt. That's now hit number 6 for the Cougars here in game 1. Now Tyler Crater looking to do some work from the plate. A foul ball off the bat of Crater. The pitch. Crater going to connect with that one. Deep into left field. And not able to make the grab is Goodwin. And Maynard going to score for the Cougars to give them the first lead of the afternoon. 2-1 Cougars. Looked like Goodwin was trying to track the ball down and lost it in the sun. wasn't able to make the grab. That allowed Crater to get his first hit of the afternoon, and it allowed Maynard to score.
That a hit, Kayla?
Yeah.
The Cougars now with a overall hitting percentage of .318. We've seen this before. The Cougars got off to a sluggish start, and they've started to pick things up. They've been especially impressive on the defensive end. As head coach of the Eagles, Al Bersac, going to call together his infield. They'll now return to their position. So the Cougars, so far here in the bottom of the sixth, 1 out, 2 runners on base.
Now batting, the catcher, number 9.
And Brandon Maller, the next batter for the Cougars. The pitch, right down the middle, strike 1 for Youngers. He'll swing at that one. That chops over to second, and Edgewood gonna convert on the double play. And we'll head to the top of the 7th. The Cougars now lead this one over the Eagles 2-1. We'll be back for the top of the 7th on the Cougar Sports Network.
There was one left. Number 17.
Fans, head over to CUCougars.com for everything CUC athletics. Click on the sports tab and enter baseball to find rosters, schedules, stats, and more. Again, the website is CUCougars.com for everything CUC baseball. As we're back for the top of the 7th, the Cougars now lead the Eagles 2-1. And the batter for the Eagles is Carney, as that one's through the gap, and Carney will advance to first. The 5th
Baseman number 22,
hit for this
Daniel
Eagles
Benavega.
squad here in Game 1. As Daniel Bentavegna up to bat for Edgewood. And a pitch and a strike from Stutzman. Mensavegna going to connect with that one. And Jacob comes over from second to make the grab. And that's out number 1 for Edgewood.
Catcher number 20, Carson Richter.
As the catcher for the Eagles, number 20, Carson Richter, the next batter. Swing and a miss from Richter. Strike 1. The pitch. A little low and inside. Ball 1. Goes off the glove of Mahler. Ball 2. So 1 out for the Eagles. A runner on first. That's Carney, who got the single to start things off here in the 7th inning. And Richter, swing at that one, foul ball. That pitch a little low. Full count now. The pitch. Swings right through that one. Strikeout number 8 for Weston Stutzman. And that's 2 outs for the Eagles here in the top of the 7th.
Shortstop number 3, Ryan Ambrosy.
Now Ryan Ambrosy, who's 9th in the batting order for the Eagles. He's up to bat. And that'll be ball 1 off the hand of Stutzman. And he'll connect with that one. Stutzman will come off the mound, toss it over to Kasich. And that's out number 3 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. 1 runner left on base for the Eagles, but the Cougars lead 2-1. We'll be back for the bottom of the inning on the Cougar Sports Network. As we return to River Forest, more baseball between the Eagles and Cougars here as we enter the bottom of the 7th inning. The Cougars lead the Eagles 2-1. Jaime Sandoval, the batter for the Cougars. As that'll be a strike from Youngers. And we are even at 1 for the count. Sandoval connects with that one, but a foul ball. So far today, Sandoval 0 for 2 from the plate. He's looking to get his first hit of the afternoon. Breaking pitch. Be ball number 2. As Sandoval stays alive. And that pitch low and outside. Full count now for Jaime Sandoval. And that'll be a walk. Jaime Sandoval heads to first. It's now the second batter walked for Youngers. As Eli Hickman,
Center fielder, number 19.
He's been electric from the plate. 2 for 2 on the afternoon. Hickman hit a triple in the 3rd inning and a double in the 5th. The pitch. Hickman will swing at that one and a foul ball. That pitch low and inside. Sandoval going to try to advance to second, and he's safe. That's Sandoval's 5th stolen base of the season. He's attempted 6, so 5 for 6, not bad from Sandoval. 1-1 count now for Hickman. Hickman will swing at that one, goes just beyond the foul line. And he'll return to the plate. Contact made, that's grounded into first. And Carney go ahead and touch first base to get Hickman out. However, Sandoval will head to third.
Second baseman, number 2, Christian Jacob.
Now Christian Jacob, we're back at the top of the batting order for the Cougars. Jacob, who's been playing second base this afternoon, will bat for CUC. So 1 out for the Cougars. Sandoval standing at third. Jacob will connect. That's fair. Sandoval going to touch home. What a hit from Christian Jacob. As Sandoval touches home, extends that Cougar lead 3-1.
Left fielder number 23, Tyler Dorsch.
And now Tyler Dorsch up to bat for CUC. One out for the Cougars. One runner on base. Is that pitch? A little low, will be ball one. That pitch very low and outside. Ball two. The pitch. A little too inside. 3-0 count now for Dorsch. And Dorsch is going to be walked. He'll head to first.
Right fielder number 17, Gary Maynard.
As Gary Maynard back to the plate for CUC. It looks like we're going to get a pitching change for Edgewood. Out of the game will be Youngers. And the new pitcher for Edgewood be number 34, Garrett Redner.
34, Garrett Redner.
This will be Redner's 6th appearance on the season.
Your attention, please.
An 0-1 record for him and an ERA 5.4. As Redner will get a few warm-up pitches in. Redner will relieve Kyle Youngers. So far here in the bottom of the 7th. 1 out for the Cougars, 2 runners on base. Is Jacob standing at second, Dorsch standing at first. And the next batter for CUC will be Gary Maynard. Cougars lead the Eagles 3-1 as Sandoval, the only Cougar to score here in the 7th inning. And now Maynard will step up to the plate as he awaits the first pitch from Garrett Redner. And Jacob gonna steal third and head home. Christian Jacob. The 4th run scored for the Cougars.
Could be stolen base and an E1. And then
Christian Jacob. And now Maynard looking to do some work from the plate. With his Cougars up 4-1, he hits it immediately. Deep into left field, and it's out of the reach of Goodwin. And Dorsch. The Cougars pounding it on here in the 7th inning. They lead the Eagles 5-1. Nice hit from Maynard.
first baseman number 10, Michael Kasich.
The Cougars have shown this season that although they may get off to a sluggish start, they start to pick it up as the game progresses, and they've done just that. As Michael Kasich up to bat for the Cougars, and that's a strike from Redner. Slower pitch. That'll be ball 1. Count now even at 1. Kasich gonna chop at that one. Be a foul ball. That pitch a little high. 2-2 count now for Kasich. Kasich gonna hit that one, and it's gone! Michael Kasich! The Cougars absolutely pounding it on here in the bottom of the 7th. A 2-run home run for Michael Kasich. That's now 6 home runs on the season for number 10. And that home run coming at a huge time in the bottom of the 7th. Cougars lead the Eagles 7-1. The designated hitter, Caleb Anderson, up to bat. He'll swing at that one, and immediately making the catch is the first baseman, Carney. And that's out number 2 for the Cougars. A huge inning so far. 5 runs scored here in the bottom of the 7th.
Third baseman number 52.
Third baseman Tyler Crater, the next batter for CUC. Slow breaking pitch will be ball number 1 for Redner. High and inside. A quick 2 balls. 2-0 count now for Crater. Swings right through that one. That'll be the first strike of the count. The pitch. That one's grounded into short. And that'll be out number 3 for the Cougars. A huge inning for CUC. 5 runs scored the Cougars lead the Eagles 7-1 as we head to the top of the 8th inning. Things are heating up for the Cougars. We'll be back for more action on the Cougar Sports Network.
Hitter number 2,
as we return to River Forest, top of the 8th. Huge previous inning for the Cougars. 5 runs scored. They lead the Eagles 7-1 as we have a new pitcher for the Cougars. And that's number 1, Tyler Pritchard, come in to relieve Weston Stutzman. And up to bat for Edgewood, number 2, Kyle Sagan. Pritchard, the lefty out of Manhattan, Illinois. Go ahead and give him a strikeout. He strikes out Sagan.
Left fielder number 8, Connor Goodwin.
As number 8, Connor Goodwin, left fielder for the Eagles. Next up to the plate, looks like it hit the hand of Goodwin as he rotated his body. That'll be a 1-0 count for him. The pitch, low and away, ball 2. Now, quick 3-0 count for Tyler Pritchard. And that'll be a walk for Connor Goodwin. First batter walked for Pritchard.
The right fielder, number 6, Joseph Califoot.
As Joseph Califoot, next batter for Edgewood. That pitch high and inside. We have a lefty versus lefty, Califoot versus Pritchard. The pitch, right down the middle and a strike. And Pritchard going to toss it on over to first. And Goodwin was stuck between first and second base. Cougars playing a little monkey in the middle. And Coach Connor not happy with the umpire. He's over there pleading his case. It looks like Goodwin will be safe at second. Cougar fans not happy with that. They're claiming Goodwin came upfield. They'll rule him safe at second. So that's another stolen base for Connor Goodwin. He's now has 28 stolen bases on the year out of 32. Now a 2-0 count for Califoot as he awaits the pitch from Pritchard. Califoot will swing at that one right away. That's deep into center field and gone. A 2-run home run for Joseph Califoot as they're trying to chip away at that Cougar lead. Edgewood now trails the Cougars 7-3, and that's Joseph Califoot's 5th home run of the season, which leads this Edgewood squad.
Third baseman number 15, Kyle Prindle.
And now Kyle Prindle steps up to the plate for Edgewood. And that's a strike from Pritchard. 0-1 count. Cougars still lead the Eagles 7-3. As Joseph Califoot with the 2-run home run. And now Prindle facing Pritchard, another lefty versus lefty matchup. And he'll swing at that one as he kind of stumbles back. Be a foul ball. The pitch. Low and outside. Count even at 2. Prindle going to swing at that one again. Goes off of the tip of his bat. Another foul ball. That pitch. A little outside. Now full count facing Prindle. And that'll be a walk. The second batter walked for Tyler Pritchard. As Prindle heads over to first. And Cooper Halowinski and looks like infield's going to get called together. Pitching coach Matt Smith going to have a word with the current pitcher for the Cougars and Pritchard. It looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter for the Eagles. It's number 26, Dylan Carrington.
Batting for the center fielder, Halowinski.
He's in place of his teammate, number 14, Cooper Halowinski. So Carrington, at his first plate appearance here in game one. The first pitch from Pritchard will be a ball. And a close call right there, but that would be the second ball. So 2-0 count. The pitch. Wide. That'll be ball 3. Pritchard throws it on over to Kasich, trying to get Prindle out at first. And that's a strike from Tyler Pritchard. 3-1 count. Swing and a miss from Carrington. Full count now. The pitch. Foul ball. Carrington staying alive. Pritchard throwing it over to first base again. Pritchard keeping a close eye over there at first as Prindle standing over there. That one's grounded into second, and it's past Jacob. And Carrington gets his first hit of the afternoon in his first at-bat. Prindle advances to second. 2 runners on base for the Eagles. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. As Coach Connor going to call together the infield. Once again, looks like we're going to get a new pitcher. As Tyler Pritchard will exit the game. For him, he recorded 1 strikeout, and he's allowed 2 hits, 2 earned runs. And into the game for Pritchard, number 26, Mike Tobin.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cougars, number 26, Mike Tobin.
This will be Tobin's 12th appearance on the afternoon, or excuse me, on the season. He is 0 for 1. His record, no wins, 1 loss. Tobin will relieve Pritchard here in the top of the 8th. So the Eagles have 1 out, 2 runners on base. Prindle standing at second and Carrington standing at first. As the Eagles trying to chip away at was once a 6-run Cougar lead. The lead has decreased to 4 runs here in the 8th inning.
Now batting the first baseman, number 17, Jacob Carney.
And now Jacob Carney is the first. That one's popped straight up into second base. Jacob tracks it down and makes the grab.
31 is the pinch runner safe.
So 2 outs now for the Eagles here in the top of the 8th inning.
Second baseman, number 22, Daniel Bentavegna.
And Daniel Bentavegna, the next batter for the Eagles. And that pitch from Tobin, a strike.
Running at first base for Carrington, number 31, Carter Borcherding.
And there's a pinch runner in place for Carrington. It's number 31, Carter Borcherding. So, Bentavegna versus Tobin. 1-1 count. Swing and a miss from Bentavegna. Tobin caught him swinging. The pitch. Foul ball off the tip of the bat of Bentavegna. That pitch wide right.
Incidentally, if Tobin finishes the game, he does qualify for a save.
And a little bit of a reach right there from Bentavegna. Chops at that one off the tip of his bat and foul ball. So 2-2 count. That one's hit up into center field. And Hickman will make the grab to send things to the bottom of the 8th. The Cougars still maintain the 7-3 lead. We'll be back for more 8th inning action on the Cougar Sports Network. And we're back here in River Forest for the bottom of the 8th inning. Cougars lead the Eagles 7-3. We'll get a pitching change for Edgewood as number 37, Nick Holland, comes into the game. The senior out of Apple Valley, Minnesota. This is Holland's 8th appearance
Number 7 batter
on
will
the
be
year.
bottom of the 8th for the Cougars,
And the
number
next
9,
batter
Brandon
for
Mahler.
CUC, number 9, Brandon Maller. Mahler swing at that one right away, and making the diving grab was the second baseman, but Mahler will be safe at first. As the throw from Vincent
Shortstop number
Vegna,
29, Jaime Sandoval.
a little slow getting to first base, and allows Mahler to get the single. So now Jaime Sandoval up to bat. That's a strike for Holland. The pitch. A little outside. 1-1 count. Both teams have been hitting the ball better towards the end of this game. The Cougars 11 hits out of 30 plate appearances. 367 team overall hitting summary. And for the Eagles, they're 7 of 27 as a team, which is a .259 average. The pitch from Holland, low and outside. Count even at 2. The pitch. Sandoval will chop at that one. That's grounded into short, and Edgewood able to convert on the double play. Now Eli Hickman,
Center fielder,
the
number
lefty, will
19,
return
Eli
to the plate
Hickman.
for the Cougars. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th, no runners on base. Cougars lead the Eagles 7-3. That pitch low and inside, ball 1. Hickman will chop at that one. That's grounded into third, and that'll be the final out of the bottom of the 8th. Cougars lead the Eagles 7-3 as we head to the top of the 9th.
No
We'll be
runs,
back
1
for
hit,
9th inning action
nobody
on the
left
Cougar
on
Sports
base.
Network.
We go to
We return to River Forest, top of the 9th underway. Cougars lead the Eagles 7-3. Tobin still on the mound for the Cougars, and batting for Edgewood, number 20, Carson Richter. Swings right through that one, 1-1 count. Richter, that one's popped up, and making the grab is Sandoval. Coming over from shortstop.
Shortstop number 3, Ryan Ambrosi.
Now Ryan Ambrosi up to bat for Edgewood. 1 out for the Eagles here in the top of the 9th. That pitch, a strike from Tobin. The pitch, low and outside. Nice job making the grab from Mahler. 1-1 count now. Ambrosi will chop at that one, foul ball. The pitch goes off the tip of the bat of Ambrosi, another foul ball. Pitch low, just slightly outside. 2-2 count. That one's hit up over the head of the second baseman, Jacob, and Ambrosi will advance to first.
Designated hitter number
And we're going to
2,
get a pinch
Kyle
runner in
Sagan.
place of Ambrosi. That is number 19, Brooks
19 running.
Kauscher.
Running at first base for Ambrosi, number 19, Brooks Kauscher.
We're back to the top of the batting order for Edgewood, and leading off is Kyle Sagan. Is that pitch from Tobin, a ball. Close call, but that'll be ball number 2. That would be ball number 3 from Tobin. 3 consecutive balls from him. And that will be a walk as Kyle Sagan will head to first. So 1 out for Edgewood here in the top of the 9th. Now have 2 runners on base. Kauscher at second, Sagan at first, and Connor Goodwin returning to the plate for the Eagles. Goodwin 0 for 2 today as a strike delivered off the hand of Tobin. Swing and a miss from Goodwin. Foul ball off the bat of Goodwin. Now waiting the pitch from Tobin. 0-2 count. And that one's past Sandoval at shortstop. Bases are loaded for Edgewood. It's Edgewood trying to make things interesting. Now Joseph Califoot. He'll return to the plate for the Cougars. Califoot homered in the previous inning. A 2-run home run for him. Coach Connor will call together the infield as Tobin trying to close this one out for the Cougars to give them their 5th win in the conference and the first win in this doubleheader versus Edgewood.
Batter is the right fielder, number 6, Joseph Califoot.
So now Califoot steps up to the plate, waits the pitch from Tobin. Bases loaded for the Eagles. 1 out here in the top of the 9th as that's a strike from the right hand of Tobin. Now Tobin. It's the signal from Mahler. The pitch. Califoot deep into right field, but a foul ball. And if that would have been fair, that would have been a grand slam for Califoot. Cougars caught a lucky break as that one shifted to the right. Now Califoot hit up into the left field and out of play. Oh, 2 count for Califoot. That one's wide left. That'll be the first ball of this count. The pitch. Ball 2. Count now even at 2. The pitch. And that's a strikeout for Mike Tobin. Tobin's first strikeout of the afternoon comes at a monumental time as the Cougars are 1 out away from closing out game 1 of this doubleheader. Next batter for the Eagles, number 15, Kyle Prindle. 2 outs for the Eagles, bases loaded. Tobin trying to close this one out. The pitch low and away. Ball 1. As the catcher Mahler will head to the mound to speak with Tobin. One 0 count for Prindle. Tobin gets the signal from Mahler. The pitch. Wide left, ball 2. And that pitch just a little outside. 3 balls, no strikes for Prindle. And a strike. Mike Tobin, as that was just inside that left bottom corner. And another strike from Tobin. Full count now for Prindle. Now Tobin. Foul ball off the bat of Prindle. The pitch. That's hit up into center field, and it's down. And the Eagles are going to get 2 runs. Kalsher and Sagan both scored for the Eagles to cut this lead 7-5. 2 runners on base for Edgewood, a runner on second, runner at first. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. And due up to bat for Edgewood, it's number 31, Carter Borcherding. But we are going to get a quick pitching change as Mike Tobin will exit the game. And into the game for the Cougars, number 2, Christian Jacob. Jacob was playing at second base previously, and now he'll come in to close things out for the Cougars.
Okay.
And to replace Jacob at second base
He would go in the 5.
is number 8, Richie Sperando. Last time we saw Jacob on the mound was Wednesday as the Cougars defeated the Vikings from North Park 11-4. Jacob pitched the majority of that
For
game.
the Cougars, now pitching number 2, Christian Jacob.
This
Number
is
8, Richie
Jacob's
Sperando
5th appearance
is now
on the
playing
year.
second base.
He is 1-0.
He will move into the 5 spot in the batting order.
We mentioned that 1 win coming on Wednesday versus North Park. Jacob trying to close things out for the Cougars. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. 2 runners on base. Runner on
Now
second
batting
and
for the
first.
Eagles, center fielder number 31, Carter
And batting for the
Borcherding.
Eagles, like I mentioned, number 31, Carter Borcherding. Edgewood hanging around. 2 runs scored here in this 9th inning. That pitch low and away. Ball number 1. The pitch. In a similar spot. It'll be a 2-0 count now for Borcherding. Strike 1. Right down the middle from Jacob. 2-1 count. The pitch. That bounces off the glove of Mahler, and Goodwin will advance to third. Prindle will advance to second. So now Edgewood has a runner on third and second. 2 outs for the Eagles here in the top of the ninth. They trail 5-7. And that's a strike from Jacob. Full count now for Borcherding. They're in a similar situation the last at-bat. Cougars trying to close this one out. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Christian Jacob closing things out for the Cougars. They defeat the Eagles in game 1, 7-5. What a game from the Cougars as they hold off the Eagles. The Eagles, like I mentioned, 2 runs in the 9th inning, and Jacob with the nail in the coffin here in game number 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. Game 2 will be underway shortly here in this conference doubleheader between the Eagles of Edgewood College and the Cougars of Concordia University, Chicago.